What's up, gang? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good, cause we finna spill some tea today. Good morning, gang. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, shout out to the payout gang and the notification gang too. Alright, gang. Check this out. Man, look. I was really just seeing how many people would be paying attention to the case, and it's very important to do your own research because the information is out there, but it's for you to make it public known, like how I'm doing, and trying to really expose what really happened to Kenneka. If you really want to know what happened to Kenneka, look, this the story, this the background. Chicago is known for pulling back doors, setting people up, gang violence, murders, and a lot of things, even in good things too. Because you got a lot of entrepreneurs, people out there that's trying to better themselves. And you know what I'm saying, black owned business and stuff, you know what I'm saying, if you really want to know the true history about Chicago. But we all can agree Chicago was founded on the goddamn it, the mob. All right, check this out, right? So look, now when we think about Kenneka Jenkins, all right, this what happened. We know it was human trafficking that night. We know that for a fact. But we trying to expose it because we need receipts. We need receipts of that. All right. They ain't gonna provide all of it. Let me just break down the narrative. Everybody know, like, damn, Kenneka with some friends. They used to be her friends and once upon a time, and they changed. They back on her. That's a narrative that we getting out the case. All right. Let's just say they ain't just really changed her backs on her. They got caught up in human trafficking. But you gotta spin the narrative like, yeah, they set her up, making us think like, but the real setup was, man, talk to the girls, lure the girl to the party, cause Kenneka gonna follow. If you're paying attention to what I'm saying. Now, you gotta think about who's the puppet master behind all of this, right? Who is the puppet master behind all of this, gang? You say, it's a setup. It started with the friend, you know what I'm talking about? Then everything broke off on social media. All right. But who's the puppet master behind all this? Remember what age they was. Remember what age limit Irene was at the time, Kenneka was at the time, Monique for Shamaya, Bree, you know what I'm talking about, Rico baby mama, you know what I'm saying, the other juvenile that was there. Look how many kids that was at the party. That's what people fail to realize, that these people was under the age of 18. The youngest one I said they recorded was 16. See what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, check this out. Who will be the puppet master? Now we already know we had older men at the party from the same neighborhood they from. But you never know who they connected to. Even though, you know what I'm saying, it was somebody else's party, right? And you got older men like younger women. And they in the music industry. right? So they would explain why there'll be like a video shoot or it'll be a rumor floating around and saying it was a movie filmed that night and it was like a reenactment. But what if it was a video shoot? Just speaking in general. And that's why the guests were like, damn, they talking about they were filming the movie, but the whole time could have been a video shoot or a private person wanting to film a ritual or a ceremony or a music video, whatever you want to call it, because you got different kind of categories. But what I'm just saying, right? The hotel, they did it in Rosemont. When I was reading Friends K letter, right? This finna make sense. Let me cut that check box out, right? And y'all see this particular right here. Y'all following my mouth? This what he said. And then if you really want to know what happened to Kenneka Jenkins and who the real puppet master behind this shit, this one goddamn it letter right here. Royal Order of Jesters operate in Rosemont, and some of their members works at the Crown Plaza. Right? See that? This the letter. He named names and everything. So who is the Royal Order of Jesters? Let me skip to it a little bit. And keep this in mind, we know it's about human trafficking because in the beginning, somebody tried to make a fake account on the back page of Kenneka, you know what I'm saying? And then you had Lyra Nora had to clear the rumors up. My sister wasn't down here selling nothing. She wasn't that type of girl. The way she dressed, they don't identify her character. We know Kenneka was not a hoe. You see what I'm saying? But she hanging around a bunch of hoes. You see what I'm saying? Check this out. So look, somebody was like, put that information out there. And they put it out there, and then that's when we were like, cause when we looked at Irene live and the girl come out the room, it's the first thing that came in our head, like, damn, man, it's like they selling that girl or something. It's like somebody set her up for sex. Make a long story short. So the Royal Order Justice, when I looked into it, guess what I found out, gang? Man, look. Check this out. Y'all know how Jeffrey McCray, aka King Rob, and he always talk about yeah, the Masons was involved and all this, and they exposed the Masons. And we was like, oh man, the Masons is involved because it's so much evidence that's proving this shit. So if Frank came a security guard and was telling us that Kenneka was at a pool, shallow breathing, but still alive, you know what I'm talking about? Clothes missing. He said it looked like a crime being committed in the pool. When he said that, then he goes later and telling everybody about the Royal Order Justice. Now I show y'all documentary of what they y'all into. And guess what they number one thing what they into? prostitution scandals. And guess who I pulled up when it's dealing with the Royal Order Jesters? You see what I'm saying? Check this out, right? Before I even read this shit, think about the narrative that we got on the Kenneka Jenkins case. We know what happened at Crown Plaza, and everybody trying to figure out, like, damn, we know how everybody involved in the room, but the bigger mystery is about shit. They did it in Crown Plaza, and they helped cover up the cameras. So who would have the power, and who would be the puppet master? The Royal Order Jesters. This your elites. You see what I'm saying? This your elites. If you believe in, like, yeah, it's the higher ups. Yeah, you these the people. This go your organization right here. Cause when I did the investigation of the Kenneka Jenkins, cause Prince K said they gotta protect all the surroundings. Right? All the surroundings. If you the Royal Order just operating in Rosemont and they members work at Crown Plaza, Rosemont, the mayor office, and the medical examiner office. Keep this in mind. We know who is the mayor in Rosemont, and he calling him a jester, right? He calling him a jester, a member of the Royal Order. So when I started looking back in the beginning of the Kenneka Jenkins case, I watched his press conference. And the whole time I said, man, this man is a jester, a Royal Order jester. Next thing you know, he mentioned the medical examiner office. That explained the autopsy report and the paperwork. How he got screwed up, and you know what I'm talking about, right? And if you familiar with who they are, that's why the village go to the screen to protect the prostitution. Prostitution. And now we dealing with a scandal going on that caused Kenneka Jenkins her life. All this is tied together because this the same organization. They got hotels in New York, Texas, Las Vegas, Chicago, Detroit, Hawaii. Man, I got a list. A secret, goddamn it, 14 class documents over there. You know what I'm talking about? So look, this what the Royal Order Justice is known for. Throwing lavish hotel parties with prostitution, dealing with girls and criminals. This your organization right here. Cause when I looked up at all the prostitution, the scandal, remember in the paperwork, somebody was investigated from New York about the party, and the whole investigation was really about human trafficking. If you're paying attention to what I'm saying, right? So boom. Then I looked into this, right? A ex-law clerk in the prostitution scandal. Buffalo, New York. Now you can read this shit. And these is all the cases that the jesters been convicted So this is all they members that got convicted on the same shit that happened to Kenneka. See, the only difference I see in this shit, they got caught doing it, right? But nobody didn't die. You see what I'm saying? Nobody didn't die in the they operation got busted. But in Kenneka Jenkins case, she died. So wham, once that happened, that really made the Jesters finna stand out now, and this and you understand why the feds were like, yeah, we ain't getting involved. The mayor told you that. He when everybody like we need to send the feds. And remember, they family is connected with the feds. Of the paperwork that I got, that when his granddaddy, you know what I'm saying, were best friends with federal agents and they teamed up on the mob. Certain family in the mob. So look, they threw a party, but we gonna call it a just a party. It wasn't no Irene party. I'm finna call this like one of those justice. Then I'm finna go with Friends K in this letter saying they protecting the prostitution, the money laundering, and organ harvesting. Now I remember what the lady told Zach TV. Yeah, the people that was in there with the luggage, yeah, they with organizing. So I'm like, damn. So the people that's connected, this was all in their circle. You got murderers, police officers, medical examining officers. You see what I'm saying? And these people using this shit as a family ritual, right? Spread to other families, holding the order, holding the secrets, right? And I'm glad that you put that top hat in the chat too, Lena Love. Cause remember when Straight Drop made that video and he was showing the route uh he was showing a route from the parking lot into the hotel coming through the goddamn food court hall, and they were walking with them with those white men's with those top hats and shit. And when I was showing, yeah, y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all remember that shit? They had the same top hats and shit. I know you remember Cali Breezy, you know what I'm talking about? So look, so that person, whoever that walked in on that video was straight dropping them, that person was amazing because they came in with their top hat suits, dressed like Masons and everything. All right. Yep, all on white men. So look, check this out, right? That's why Straight Drop had to go to a certain link. It finna make sense. So look, this a Supreme Court official that used his motor home to transfer illegal immigrants. Think about in the statements, right? When they were interviewing certain employees, none of them didn't even speak English. When it came to the employee, remember the lady when they said she flew back to her wherever she came from, she couldn't speak English and they flew her back. She could have been a legal immigrant, somebody in some kind of. So look, that's what I'm saying. Straight Drop is a mace for show. Proven fact. King Rob put it on blast, told you who was all the Maces, just 33 Kings, and you know what I'm saying, and all this. Keep that in mind. So look, I looked this up. I looked this up. This is all justice that's being convicted in New York. Former Lockport police captain get probation in Jester case. This ain't even nothing new to the feds. You see what I'm saying? The feds been investigating. They knew what time it was when that shit first happened, when we was screaming for 'em. They couldn't take that case like that. You see what I'm saying? Cause now you done made this case world news. So boom, police captain. Think about in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Look at all those police that was involved with the case and screw the timeline reports on the reports and the statements. They identify who the real Masons is when they did that with the ink pen, change certain numbers on a timestamp. So now you dealing with numbers, calculations, and you know what I'm talking about, and imagery trickery on the video footage. You see what I'm saying? And now, once I had found that out, like, damn, they gave us a real fucking 36-hour full of bullshit, but I know they good storytellers, cause I know what a jester do. This what a jester do, gang. Hold on, before I get to that, here go a judge. Ronald Tillman, a jester, caught human trafficking, pimping, and everything. He plead guilty to the main act of bringing a prostitutes across state lines. Right? So look, Ronald Tillman, a judge. Look, convicted. Look what he was convicted of. Former judge Ronald Tillman of Buffalo, New York, convicted. Pimping. If you can't connect this to the Kenneka Jenkins case, what really happened to the judicial elites? Here go your puppet master. He was convicted, and look what he was charged with: prostitution, pimping for his social club. Golly, of the Royal Order Jesters. How cool is that? So when you think about the Kenneka Jenkins case, game, look how the media gave it to us. We weren't even feeling the narrative that the news media were giving us. But guess who? Guess who on their payroll? The Masons. They control the news media outlets. No wonder why she didn't get the big recognition that she got and on media like uh John Bonet, you know what I'm saying? Elizabeth Smarts. And you know what I'm saying? Kept up with it every other day. You wake up, they got breaking news on them folk, but not the Kenneka Jenkins case. Cause look what it is exposed. Masonry, elite people connected to gangs and violence in the hood and the big ass prostitution thing. So look, he got charged with pimping. He he said one of the girls that running was pimping was a legal immigrant who couldn't speak English and was sold into sex slavery as a young woman. Ronnie transported cocoa across state lines in service as a prostitute at Justice conventions in Kentucky. You see this game? Look what they saying. The court judge in Buffalo that he repeatedly recruited prostitutes for a number of Jesters weekends outing, referring to as books. Man, them folk got a book log and everything. This how they keep up with secrets. If you want to reveal what secrets what they got going on, this one on human trafficking, prostitution, and drug money laundering. And this dealing with high profile clients. hmm So they just tell them if they a jester, they wife finna know what they all about. If they married to a jester, cause now they finna break up families and all this, cause she finna remember all of that shit. I sure no wonder why he going to all these hotel parties. No wonder why they be throwing all these meetings. No wonder why he on the road a lot. You see what I'm saying? Going to meeting town to town, meeting up with these different Jessica events, cause you finna throw a wild orgy party. To be honest with you, you see what I'm saying? So that means the killer probably wasn't even from Chicago. He could be a traveling Mason. Was at the party and you know what I'm saying? And fucked everything up. But who would it be? That's why we gotta dig into more. Cause we know he pled guilty felony charge of transporting prostitution. Cross county line, that's federal charges. You can get You can get 25 to 50 years for that alone. Cause if you took a prostitute, if you take a prostitute from Florida to California, every county that you pass to is gonna be a federal charge. You see what I'm saying? But think about how the news media would do documentaries on pimps and show you they charges and now they got life sentences and you know what I'm saying? Cause they transporting, you know what I'm saying, female to probably Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, to Florida to make this at hotel convention suite. Cause pimping goes on at the time of events. I worked at a hotel. I used to work at a hotel, and when the convention come, you have pimps and hoes come in. They just dress appropriately. If you tight on your game, you finna have a top notch pimp coming that motherfucker, and you ain't looking at him as a pimp. You looking at him like, damn, look at that man. That man sharp in the motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Clean cutting suit. Oh, he got to be somebody. Cause you know business suit just to describe. Don't you know what a business suit is? It ain't nothing but a uniform for crooks the world. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. A business suit ain't nothing but a crooks the world. Like a burglar will wear a black hoodie. Just say like a shooter wear a hoodie, a black hoodie. They shooters and burglars and criminals. You know what I'm saying? But you put a suit on, it take that criminal element out your mind. Cause now you thinking business why when you think of business. But it's all just a flaw, just to hide your identity character. That's why you put on a business suit. You know what I'm saying? Cause it identify your character. Cause if you identify your character, you're aware what you feel like. You want to wear thunder booty shorts, you finna come out look like a thunder booty motherfucker. If you want to come out want to look gangster, you know what I'm saying? You finna come out and dressed up like a gangster. If you into sports and all this, you finna wear your favorite sports jersey. You know what I'm saying? You identify your character. So if you identify your character, people know who you really are. But if you disguise yourself in the business suits and hush your mouth at times and don't let your mouth slip and tell you what your real character is and nobody can figure you out and you can keep it secret because you know how to control what? Your goddamn lips and you can hold a secret because you now out in the public like everybody else. You see what I'm talking about? Now, I just gave you some real knowledge about keeping the oath. So, boom, once I figured that out right, here go a governor, New York, a jester, him. He's a who? The 54th governor of New York. And he got exposed for being a jester and pleaded guilty to the charges. Read this shit. You ain't got to do nothing but go down here to the prostitution scandals and start from the top. Prostitution scandal. These governors, judges, deputies, police chiefs, news anchors, especially news anchors. You see what I'm saying? Now, once you read this, look how he had this operation going on. Man, these folk in some serious pimping. Cause he pleaded guilty to pimping charges. And they don't even make this shit really, you know what I'm saying? It's public, but you gonna have to search for it. Cause that's how they keep it up. That's how they keep it buried up under the news. So when I start digging in the road or the Jesser, look at all their history, what it go back to. Chicago. He had to sign a resignation, step down and shit. You see what I'm saying? Then more prostitution scandals came about. You see what I'm saying? Look, he dealing with hotels. If you really paying attention to what I'm showing you, he invested in hotel. This one thing I did notice. All the Masons invest in hotels. Cause that's where they finna throw their parties at. They ain't gonna do this shit at the Hilton, at the 5-star Johnson. No, they got the kind of hotels, you know what I'm talking about? That they can do their little events in, you know what I'm saying? You can book. Look. He would later have met up with prostitutes. They stay in their hotel, booked it for nights. That's why those female was still in the room when Miss Teresa was coming up there. I showed y'all the Instagram that this girl was still at the hotel, and you want to know why they still had that girl hostage in the room and wouldn't allow her to leave? Why would it? Why would you let her leave? If this one of your Jester girls, no wonder why she's staying silent, ain't saying nothing. And if you really want to know all the people that stand silent on the case when it comes to everybody in the room, Tanasia ain't saying, J for K, and they ain't keeping the memory alive. They supposed to be in the chat in the group with us, helping us solve this shit, because they got all the answer. But what they doing? Keeping that oath, that silent, ain't saying nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? So boom. Once I had figured that shit out, I looked up him. So I started looking at look. Once you're looking at the image, why you think they got a camera right here? It's a reason why I'm showing you the symbolism and they got a fucking camera right here. And check this out, right? Remember King Rob now had content. Yeah, they had movie directors there, you know what I'm talking about? And it's supposed to be a big movie and all this. Look at the symbolism, right? Royal order justice. Now think about what I told y'all, how they finna use their supernatural power to stir the narrative up about the Kenneka Jenkins, right? This the reason right here. The whole narrative is to stir us away from this. Because if you really want to know the truth, if when I say if you want suspects in the Kenneka Jenkins case, won't you be surprised if they locked up a whole group of Masons in a narrative like this the ring, this what happened, this what happened that night they threw the pot and this thing, we looking at the gang members like, damn, they the body snatchers, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't just gonna say the body snatchers, you know what I'm talking about? Cause you could have some females that were bringing niggas to the party for their safety. You see what I'm saying? Cause maybe they just didn't trust some of them niggas that was at the party. Keep in mind, keep in mind about that, right? So that's why you start seeing people popping up at the party. So I'm like, okay, I'm seeing events now as I watch through the footage. You got this camera right here. And check this out. This the main narrative that got everybody confused on the Kenneka Jenkins case. This camera. Ooh, it looked like it's somebody with her. Oh, this camera caught a fight. Oh, look at all the pixelations in the shadows. And all this. Look how they stir the narrative up. They the kings when it comes to surveillance footage, cameras, imagery, storytelling. If you want to know why you in the confusion, it's because of the camera. That one eye. And look, a fucking beverage. What's in the beverage? And Kenneka was drugged. Look how all this connect. And Kenneka was drugged. Then, no, I don't need to go to that. So, no, I don't need to go to that. Because that's for another topic right there. So what I'm finna do is hit this, hold on, gang. Let me, do that. All right, right here. Give me 1 second, gang. All right, gang, I'm back. Now check this out. Now, y'all seen this footage. Let me go to her about the Royal Order Justice. Now look, right here what y'all seeing, the Jester Creed, they had took this down, but the website caught it and saved it and put this on their website. And listen to this. Laugh. And the glad world laugh with you. That's what King Rob had everybody doing, laughing and shit. Weeping and sad, the world with sight murk is our life true. Man, this shit. The museum, when I looked into this shit go back to Shakespeare. If you want to know how the Jesters got involved and why they were those clowns and all of this, I'm like, man, this shit really done got deep as hell. This really done got deep. Cause when you play spade and shit, that's a masonic game they used to play. You know, that's why the big joker always win. The big joker and the little joker could beat any suit on the board. Automatic win. How? You see what I'm saying? Cause the Joker is the entertainer. You see what I'm saying? Look how people when they got the joke and she talk shit like put it out. You know how they tease you cause you know they got the joke and shit, trying to make you pull your high card or your big fade card, whatever, you know what I'm talking about? So look, so I had looked into all this, but read the creed that they go by. You know what I'm talking about? And you want to know why they getting all these prostitution stings. Then the only charges they catching, prostitution and pimping charges. Prostitution and pimping charges come with money laundering and shit like that. And they got caught at a hotel where they got what did Friends K said about who they got a donation from. And Masons is heavily involved in charity events and donation events. You see what I'm saying? So that's another reason to really throw Kenneka Jr. case in the loophole. Cause look at all the donations you're gonna be losing through these people. They're supplying the judges, the feds, the police chief, the DEAs, and you know what I'm talking about. Then I started looking into this shit. The lady, she started exposing what her husband was, you know what I'm talking about. And she sent the email. And they copied it, and I looked at her Facebook page. I mean, not her Facebook, but her YouTube page. She exposed her husband because she found out why he was always on the road. She thought Mason was a good thing with her husband because, he stayed in suits, well groomed, you know what I'm talking about? He's successful, you know what I'm saying, businessman, he providing for the family and all this. But when he go and do his business trips, this what they do on their vacations. And tell the wife, yeah, I'm going to a meeting and you know what I'm talking about, go worship whatever God they finna, cause you ain't finna second guess it, cause you like, yeah, he finna go to, you know what I'm saying, worship the Lord, and you know what I'm talking about, and they really finna go worship Baal, you know what I'm saying, that idol God that sacrificing human trafficking. This explain this shit that was in the Bible. That's what God, you know what I'm saying? We won't sacrifice prostitution, sex, you know what I'm saying? And all these, all of this, you know what I'm talking about? So boom, once you read all of this game, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then once you go back and look at the Kenneka Jenkins case, you'll be like, man, this shit. It explained how they was connected with the gang. That's why you got the police chief talking to Leonora, told her to lie. Cause we would have never known what he would have told Leonora if nobody wouldn't have their phones out and recorded. Cause they didn't want social media to be recording, especially the news to recording what he was telling Leonora. Mm-hmm. That explained why Risco turned the cameras off. Cause you got to turn the cameras off if she dealing with a client. And that's a jester. You see what I'm saying? And that's a fucking jester. So she was explaining everything. And they were blowing my mind because I'm like, man, look. Now I see why in the hotel I ain't speaking up on certain things when it come to Kenneka Jenkins. Now I understand why that lady was trying to show Miss Teresa. It ain't no freezer down here on the lower level. Cause keep this in mind, we already know they got a private area on the lower level. And that's probably where they be throwing their lavishest party at. And some of those little ballrooms in there. You see what I'm saying? Cause keep this in mind. When you watch that footage like this, right? Keep this in mind. This where Kenneka was last seen entering this area, right? Now you watching the footage. You get the time on everything. Be like, okay, let me see. If they down here in this area, this got to be dealing with college kids. Now think about this. Since we see number of college kids, college is the main recruit center when it come to Freemasonry. Cause you got secret sororities in there. This could be one sorority with another sorority. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there just to talk about it. Cause when you think of college, Louis Friends K said in the letter about it, like they had normal events, and this particular night they had doctors and college students. So 9 times out of 10, if you got a doctor and they doing motivation speaking, they speaking to the student. You see what I'm saying? So they holding some kind of event. They telling the student whatever the topic is, they talking about it. You see what I'm saying? And it could have been a big. And then look, cause cause once you go back to the footage, right? She in this area why employees will come in. So once you think about it, right? Look what's on the camera. If Kenneka was seen in this area, and this the last place she was seen on this camera, because you know she made it through the kitchen and all that, made it to the pool, and they brought her out the pool. Remember, the pool was closed for a couple of days, right? We know when the pool was closed. And this video, Tay was explaining what was going on at 1 o'clock in the morning. What Sergeant Rose said, what he made in his statement. He said around 1:30, Kenneka was left outside by the elevators all alone, where her two friends went back in the room and never explained what happened. Now check this out. He never explained what happened. He ain't say she walked to the elevators. He ain't say nothing about walking nowhere. He just said, boom. She just, you know what I'm saying? She was left by the elevators, and you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, hours later, she seen stumbling in the kitchen. He ain't say nothing about stumbling in the elevator. You see what I'm saying? Because that was the first thing you would have mentioned. Yeah, she was stumbling in the elevator. You would have never said nothing about they left you there. If the camera would have showed you stumbling in that Johnny, you would have said that. But he never said that, did it? That letting you to know why he was the one that interpreted the narrative. Lets me know he could be the jester too. Cause you showing me crooked police activity. Not only I'm seeing the motives with your police crookedness, cause you gotta protect your fucking goddamn adjuster. Now, when I looked into him, he got all his family working in the police force. They over the whole Kenneka Jenkins case. You got to go through Rosemont family if you want to get to the Kenneka Jenkins case. Everybody over the case. You see what I'm saying? So that means Kenneka was last seen on this camera, and you got these people right here seen on the camera. You see that? Now look at the camera. Just watch how the camera for no red boxes, none of this shit. Like you don't see no red boxes on her, right? Look, look. You see how they got her walking all the way down there? All the way down there, Jack. Look. Look how the camera show these folks walking all the way down the hall. So I'm gonna stop it right there. If they would have showed Kenneka just like they showing them down that hallway, what y'all think that camera would have showed? Cause that where she disappeared at, right here. And that's where the Escalades is. That's where the Escalades at, gang. You see what I'm saying? Now keep this in mind. And what's so strange about this part? Cause I want to know who, if you got college students, who the doctors, who the speakers, who is the people? Cause you're gonna have to have somebody in business suits. You know what I'm talking about? If they go into class, right? You see this shit. I'm quite sure your teacher gonna have a suit on. You could identify like, oh, okay, that's he got to be somebody. He the teacher. He dressed up in a suit. Everybody got regular motherfucking clothes on. See, I just don't get that part. With the construction worker. So think about this. Man, we looked up this shit went back to Shakespeare. Look, fooling around. The court jester of Shakespeare. Y'all remember when it comes to tarot reading cards? And when you come to tarot reading card, the psychic when they if you a psychic fan, right? You know how they have shuffle the cards, you know all the symbolism on it if you're a real psychic fan. But remember they got that one card considered the fool, right? Remember that. And all the rest of it. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all get what I'm saying? You got spades. When you play spades, you got the big joker, little joker, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the diamond, the club. Look at it, you got the diamonds, the club, you know what I'm talking about? The spade and the heart. Look at all those utensils when it comes to Freemasonry, when it comes to the tools. You see what I'm saying? You cover up the heart. You see what I'm saying? Look. You see a mason, he always have his hand over his heart. They let you know they put a spur, which will be a spade, to your heart to let you know if you tell any secrets. You know what I'm saying? About the y'all get what I'm saying? Then you got the club. The club is black, right? But when you think about a four-leaf, you know what I'm saying, like a four-leaf clover, you know what I'm saying? You see, you got to really study the symbolism of it, right? Cause it tells a story. That's how you can hold on. So I read all of this game. Check this out. The Jesters is restrained as clowns, and Bill Murray got roles in movies that he played clowns. Y'all know the movie with Bill Murray, you know what I'm talking about, with the clown, with the jester. So look, and she in his kitchen. So once you think about all of this, and they known for playing reenacting roles. Just say like it could be a famous murder. Don't you know what's the real story about Shakespeare? Y'all remember Romeo and Juliet? Don't y'all know who they were based off of? Right? Don't y'all know what it was really? This what make this story so fucking famous. I ain't even know these till I started really research. Cause when I started digging in the jesters, look what it led me back up to. Shakespeare. And guess what Shakespeare known for doing? Writing events that actually took place and used it for entertainment. That's why they made plays of Romeo and Juliet. You know what I'm talking about? So this how they control. You know what I'm talking about? They biggest secret. Cause once you think about kings and they when they were throwing parties in their castles and stuff, What you think they was doing in there? Once you really, they always depict it, even in slave movies, even in big movies when they're dealing with a king, they can just pick and choose what women they want because they own them. If they, you know what I'm saying, yeah, give me her, I'm finna do her, and you know what I'm saying, she acting funny, I'ma just finna punish her and make her sleep with my, you know what I'm saying, my business, my pimp, my associated. You see what I'm saying? All this related. Once you think about Kenneka Jenkins case, cause one think about it when it comes to Kenneka Jenkins case. Oh, why Kenneka? Maybe her friends running the streets, being hot, running in behind these niggas. These young niggas and these young niggas running up behind these old niggas. The old slick niggas that's in the game. You see what I'm saying? And they can run game on these young niggas and these young girls, right? They don't know better. They don't know what this old nigga know about this shit. And this old nigga, you know, he been doing this shit for years. So you could just imagine the people that he linked to, a pimp, especially a pimp. Now I understand Butt Pack's video. Y'all want to know why he needs the alibi? Check this out. Watch this, right? I got to go to River TV because this finna make sense, right? This finna make a lot of sense when I play River TV shit. Watch this, gang. Check this out. This what Rebel TV finna explain. It's finna be the same shit that I'm explaining to y'all. And watch when he finna talk about butt pack. Y'all see he got a straight drop. Look, let's pay attention, gang. I just exposed the royal order just. So watch what Rebel TV finna say about this. Hold on, where that John at? Is this it?
Let's go back.
Now look, here go the video. This butt pack video. Now keep in mind, I'm finna give you the rundown of who Butt Pack is. This the same dude that filmed Kenneka at the Loso party, right? Check this out. This the dude that filmed Kenneka at the Loso party. But it was rumored that that video was gangsta, right? That's what made the video stand out more, cause they said, "Oh, this the video that Kenneka being gangsta." So I'm like, okay, he recording him. He doing the recording. So if it's anybody gonna be doing gang stalking, it would be him. Cause look how in the video he got close to the friends, close to Kenneka family. He even know Kenneka family. And Jay Money was on his live at certain point in time when Kenneka, you know what I'm saying, was already deceased and all this. It's like he was keeping in touch with the family, but he created an alibi, made sure that he wasn't even at the hotel. And I was like, why would he even do that and made himself even look more suspect in what it already really is? And now I understand why. Cause look who he with. Pimps and players. And they in Chicago. But he got everybody thinking he in Miami on his other Facebook live. And everybody on that live like, how you can be in Miami, nigga? Don't you know the hurricane? down there fucking shit up. So he had to go like, oh shit. Y'all remember that? You can't forget about it. Cause why he had to create an alibi about Kenneka Jenkins case if he ain't and you got a video on social media that's blowing up, getting hot, cause you recorded the video. You can't even find that video on his own Facebook Live. Think about that. That Loso video, that was his live video. Why you can't find that John on his channel? That let you know what's going on. This is alibi what Rebel TV was trying to tell us.
About you.
And check this out. This is location. And he known for going to her chicken just like King Rob. I always talk about her chicken. This when King Rob pulled up with Chosen King. Yeah, we at her chicken. And he jumped out the truck, him and Chosen King, and they went in that store. It's a store by Her's Chicken. And they mobbed up in that store. And that's where y'all see the video. He telling that dude, yeah, Zach out of here, bro. Y'all remember that? And you know, everybody know King Rod want to be something like a pimp. We know that. Look at all these imitating niggas out here portraying pimps. King Rod trying to portray as a pimp. You know what I'm talking about? And the rest of them other niggas, you know what I'm saying? Acting like tricks, paying. You see what I'm saying? Then you got they in a hotel with high people paying for some ass, right? So if you ask who really set it up, then you got girls working at the hotels as chefs and shit. Now you can see, look, he had Her's Chicken. Remember, he supposed to be in Miami, Florida, September the 9th, 2017. This the reason why River TV putting this on blast. Y'all see it? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. He want everybody to think he was in Miami, Florida. But guess what though? Right? Watch this.
8th, 9th, 10. All of those 1, 2, 3 days in Miami, bro. You wasn't going back and forth no Miami. You back in, hold on. You went to Miami on the 8th. You made it back on the 9th. No. You went to Miami on the 8th. You made it back on the 8th. Then you went to Miami again on the 9th. Then you made it back in Chicago on the 9th. Then you went back to Miami on the 10th. The fuck? You went to Miami on the 8th, came back on the 8th, went to Miami on the 9th, went back on the 9th, came back on the 9th, went back to Miami on the 10th. You did all.
So look, what basically River TV just pointed out, you had people thinking you were going to Chicago, back to Miami, back and forth. But the time, look, if you study the time, watch this game. If you study the time frame, nigga, how you were flying back to Chicago and Florida every hour or two. You see what I'm saying? Cause Florida showing this, Chicago showing this. You can't be two places at one time. So why is you doing all of this? Right? Look at his location.
All of that, and you managed to walk around Chicago recording shit.
The Loso video.
And you doing all this weird, suspicious shit around the death of Kenneka. Kenneka was reportedly missing around 3 o'clock on the 9th.
Now you see that? What Rebel TV said? Kenneka reported missing round 3 o'clock. Now keep this in mind. She was missing at 3 o'clock. Rebel TV pointing out, like, yeah, that's when Kenneka came up missing. Why are you creating an alibi round 3 something? And guess what the footage showed at 3 something in the morning, right? Let me do it like this, gang. Oh shit. Damn, that's the video I show y'all when Kenneka walking. I need to make another one. Hold on. Go to my history right quick. Matter of fact, go to my playlist. Like right up in here, gang. Of the video. Look what's going on at 3 o'clock. Remember what the clock on the wall showed when Kenneka walked in the kitchen, right? Remember that. The matter of fact, since I mentioned that part, y'all ain't even got to. I ain't even just really got to pull it up. So look, remember the clock on the wall. Kenneka walking in the kitchen down there at 3 something. And Kenneka was already reported missing at 2 something. You see what I'm saying? And everything went down at 1 something, right? So, bam, when Kenneka was walking in the kitchen, now I understand why he got the alibi.
3 o'clock in the morning on the 9th. Some say 2:30. I digress. Roughly 3 o'clock in the morning on the 9th. But you disappeared from 8 o'clock on the 8th to 10 o'clock on the 9th that morning.
Now you go back to the Keycard reports and ask them who was in the room before Irene and Killer them got there. Who was in the room before Killer and Irene them got there? Y'all see what I'm saying? Cause now you know it ain't no Irene birthday party. You see what I'm saying? They just coach her to saying this shit. Now look, don't that make sense? You you got the Royal Order Jesters looking for some girls. If you got hired people want some ratchet ass female, you got to be connected to some ratchet ass niggas in the hood, right? They just ain't popping up in no hood be like, hey, we looking for girls. No. They gonna link up with somebody, and the person they gonna have to link up to is the closest one to them. They might work for you, like Little Meat, or the bitch that was in the room. She a shelf. You see what I'm saying? And that's how Kenneka would have got involved if everybody was like, yeah, we making money, bitch. And you know what I'm saying? And this time, you know, they talk Kenneka like, well, just drop us off at Crown Plaza then. You see what I'm saying? And Irene telling her, girl, you ain't gonna come to the room right quick. Come on up to the room. Because somebody at the party wanted Kenneka that bad to do the whispering in her ear. You see what I'm saying? So this what Rebel TV basically exposing. He from Chicago. He know what's going on with Kenneka Jenkins, and he told it right here in the video. All you got to do is play all his videos when I expose the Royal Order Justice, the letter, and all this with the time frame and his behavior. You know who we exposing. That's why he ain't got to go live every day trying to convince people what happened to Kenneka because they want to keep hearing the same thing, and then once they keep hearing the same thing, they get bored and again they want something else new, and that's when psychics and everybody else start coming in because you really forgot about the truth. You must forget about if he supported me on the letter, what happened, and the letter telling me about the Royal Order Justice, what happened to Kenneka. So when I'm looking in the letter and I'm seeing that if the Royal Order Justice is known for prostitution scandals and running the most biggest human trafficking in the world, this how they connected to these same people. If they all on camera, I'm a hoe, showing ass, doing whole shit all on the camera and linking up with these niggas. Yeah, we selling these hoes, you know what I'm talking about? They're not bitch or anything, you know, they come on. You got hoes, girl, selling ass, and you got some of them might have they niggas, girl. You don't know what kind of relation, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. You might hear a whole like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, look, I'm finna go, you know what I'm saying now. Ride with me. She could have one of her little couple of little gang niggas come up there and like, yeah, we're gonna look out for it, make sure you straight. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. You gotta think about that. You see what I'm saying? Cause
I don't know, bro. Because you playing too many games. Why you acting like you in Miami around this time? You act like you so concerned about the weather and shit. And you ain't even fucking in Miami, bro. And I'm finna prove that you wasn't in Miami. Watch this. You gonna exit out that video, exit out that video. I'm gonna prove that you wasn't in Miami, bro. And it's gonna be the person that's recording for you that's gonna give it up. I mean, even though we got common sense to know that you wasn't in Miami in the first place, but it's the person, so-called Shah Jahan. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point.
yeah.
Hold up. This that same black shirt he had on in this video? Was it this video?
That'd be a problem to take this phone, but look, it's going down tonight.
On the 9th, he got this black shirt on the 9th. And he's in Miami with this same black shirt on the 9th and alive. But he's added to a live. You're not in Miami, bro. Even though this tag says Miami. Let me see. This is at 12:11 p.m. and this video says 10:59 a.m. Saturday. These are 2 hours apart, bro. It's 2 hours apart, bro. 11 p.m. is afternoon. That's not midnight. That's afternoon. 12 p.m. is afternoon. (10:59 a.m.) That's not even 2 hours, bro. That's technically 11 o'clock. So that's 1 hour apart. You're not in Miami. Why you playing? Why you playing like you in Miami? What the fuck is going on? And he's doing it around the death of Kenneka. Again, I don't know if he's doing anything to Kenneka or not, but I'm just saying it's mighty suspicious. Why are you doing all of this around the time of death of Kenneka?
Y'all heard what he said? He said, why is you doing this round of the time of death of Kenneka? The time of death. Y'all read between the lines. This a nigga from Chicago. Knowing what's going on. He telling y'all shit like what Zach was telling everybody else. Yo, I'm finna stop fucking with niggas in the music industry. I'm finna stop interviewing rappers and all this old shit. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you seen the Loso video and you whatever theory you got about it, be like, ooh, they were watching her. Oh, look at that video. It's suspects in that video. Oh, pay attention to look at her, look at the girl that's round Kenneka now and all this. But he the main person that was doing the recording. The main person. If you think that video was suspect and you truly feel in your heart that video is suspect, he filmed it. He the suspect. You see what I'm saying? He the suspect, right? And this is what a suspect would do. Create alibi to like, I wonder, why would he need to create an alibi unless somebody could point him there? Only people know they was at the party. You see what I'm saying? The only people would know that they were there that night. And they can answer that motherfucking question. And you ask that question, they can either say yeah, no, or no response. If you get no response, you gotta treat it like a hell yeah. You see what I'm saying? So why he create an alibi? Think about it and listen to his narrative.
At least around the time of the missing time frame, because she went missing around 3. So this would be like 7 hours of being missing. I'm just saying she probably was already dead around this time. But what I'm saying is, why are you playing so many games?
Cause she was dead right about this time. No wonder why you need an alibi. Simple, plain as that. See what I'm talking about, gang? That probably was the alibi for. You see what I'm saying? Let's dig into more deep and see if we hitting this shit on the nail.
Bro, like you in Miami, like you went to Chicago over here on the 8th, and you just all of a sudden back and forth from Miami, 8th, 9th, 10th, back and forth from Miami, when technically you're not even in Miami in the first place. You never went to Chicago over here to even go to an airport. You're not in Miami, bro. Even your own viewers were saying, he's not there. He's not there. It's not him. He's always talking. Why he's not talking now? Because he's not there. Your own viewers were saying that. Your own viewers know you. They know your pattern.
So, if that ain't suspicious to y'all that he filmed the video, everybody suspect on about, damn, Kenneka on the video being gang stalked, and he creating an alibi at the time of death when Kenneka came up missing. and he back in the spotlight again. Cause you know this shit old, but it don't go away cause it's still the truth. You see what I'm saying? Cause keep this in mind. Watch this. That video with Loso video, the title was red. Loso video. Loso died. Whoever Loso was, he died. That's what the video was named. But somebody changed the narrative on that motherfucker, said this video, that suspect is hell. Cause this when they was gang stalking her. So somebody knew about what he got going on. See what I'm saying? So look.
And they was doing this before anything even happened to Kenneka. They were saying you wasn't in Miami. Why? That's bad timing. Like, why would you play like that? Like, this is the time where the fucking party is starting. It's the 8th and the 9th. I mean, Irene's birthday was actually on the 6th, 7th. Party at 8, 9 o'clock morning.
Check this out, y'all. Rebel TV just told y'all what was going on. Multiple parties, different dates, and different times. Right? So think about that broad that on Instagram shaking her ass and she showing pictures on social media. She was still in the room. This what he telling everybody. Right? These the same people. Him, guess who cool? Guess who he cool with and related to? Tanasia and them. He related to Tanasia. He related to T.Y. now. You see what I'm saying? He got it all on this Facebook getting my little niece out here because he was checking Tanasia. It's a man. Let me just play the video.
You chose this time frame to start playing like you in Miami, bro. And you from their area. You're from, I guess, 16th, 15th, Christian area, North Lawndale area. You're from their neighborhood, like that neighborhood. Like, you might be not from the same block, but you from the same neighborhood, bro.
From the same neighborhood, and Kenneka was on 13th and create that same block that he filmed the video on. That's Kenneka neighborhood. He from the same neighborhood, but he keep a low profile from his own neighborhood. So remember what the girl said? Oh, you be over here on mm-hmm.
You know who she is because you was on her ass May 1st, 2016. You was on her ass and she ain't like that. So you know who she is. You went to the funeral and everything. Bro, let's get to this final video. Like, these are questions that need to be answered, bro.
And y'all want to know what's the cold thing about it too? Cause look, the dude that he tagging is a gay dude. He gay. Shahad John, look at this game. He got everybody thinking he at a gay dude house on the night. But you keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. The dude that Shahad dude, he gay, right? He one of those undercover dudes. And he got him tagging him in the video like, yeah, you with him on September 9th. Look how many views he got, 9,100 comments. Sad. You got sad and wild emojis, right? What's that telling you, gang? Now, I'm not no expert in breaking this Kenneka Jenkins case down, but when I tell you this shit right here, September the 9th, 2017. Kenneka is in the hotel kitchen, lower level, where the assistant beverage manager got lost at. Think about the 54 Keys video. Yeah, the assistant beverage manager was got lost somewhere in the kitchen. And then at the same time, he creating an alibi. Right? He creating an alibi. September the 9th, right? Zach asked Peas now, was you with her when they pronounced her dead? So that means they were still there on the 9th, going on the 10th too. While he creating the alibi, got everybody thinking he in Florida.
Y'all give me a second because the dude is gonna show his face. Alright, y'all, I had to go and find the video and actually scrub through it because that would have took forever. I found his face and it is the dude Shah. Let me just show you. It is the dude Shah Jahan. I actually went to his page also. Clear profile picture.
Now check this out. Watch this, gang. This one thing I told y'all. GHB come from bodybuilders. It's popular in the gay bodybuilding community, right? And he in the bodybuilding. When you look at GHB, all they documentaries gonna tell you it started out with bodybuilder using GHB so they could perform. The reason why they use the GHB because they gonna be knocked out for just say if you get through at a hard workout, if you're a workout freak, but you need sleep. You take GHB, it puts you in a coma situation, a really deep sleep, and you'll be knocked out for 4 hours. But when you wake up, you refresh. You just don't know what happened, but you refreshed and you got power. They just say like if you work 3 jobs, first shift, second shift, and you trying to manage your sleeping process. Just say if you got a drug that can knock you out for 2 hours, you finna take that drug for 2 hours. Boom, 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 boom. You see what I'm saying? So He into the bodybuilding game. He gay. He gay. And you can get GHB from any bodybuilding if you know what I'm talking about. So watch this, right? It's a reason why Rebel TV showing us this shit.
I went to his page so that you can see it's him. See right here? This is definitely him. You can't see his whole face up here, but you'll see it over here where my cursor's at. That's definitely him. In this video, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight to it since I already scrubbed through it. He has the same tats on his arms. That's definitely him. He has the same tats on his arms. That's definitely him. Now, my thing is, if this dude know you, what is the connection between you and him? Because this dude is consistently in Miami. So apparently he lives in Miami. Hold on a second. All right. So apparently this dude lives in Miami, right?
He might be on the goddamn footage game. You never know. You see what I'm saying? Cause check this out.
Show you what I mean. Gonna go to
He a photographer and a model. And he do most of his, and he own a tow truck company. You a model, own a tow truck company, and you a photographer. Something ain't right with this dude. I'm starting to thinking he using this shit as a front. Like, you know, you you'll never know these people personal lives or who these people be down with. You see what I'm saying?
his check-ins, right? And mostly everything is Miami. So apparently he lives in Miami. But he has been, as far as tag, he has had a tag, several tags in Chicago. These are around, well, this one's particularly around 2016.
All right, watch this game. Check this out. Now check this out. He pulled up his location, show where he was really at. Right? Same person that's creating the alibi. This on his other page. Now keep this in mind. He known for walking the host roads, stopping prostitutes and gay people. Ain't that a coincidence when you come and think about Kenneka was on the 11th floor, French case, there was a lot of trainers up there, 6th floor, a lot of guys. Now this same dude is linked to trans. And once you think about it, if Monifa was cool with those transsexuals that was at the party and supposed to be cool with her, they'll let you know the nigga that was whispering in a trans ear and a trans whispered in the Monifa ear. If you really just putting it together, like if it fits, cause look at all the evidence that's pointing out to him. Now let me rewind this video, cause this is other Facebook account when he in Chicago. Now Rosemont is not too far from her, right? Rosemont is not too far from where he is right now. So let me go to this. Rewind it. Now check this out. Y'all remember Kenneka? Y'all remember it's a video that Kenneka was supposed to been at a restaurant or a bar before she went to Crown Plaza. And they were trying to say that was Zach TV that's with her. You see what I'm saying? And if you look at this shit, I don't know if it's the same shit, but keep that in mind.
I'm gonna say about here. Well, actually, I know exactly what to look for because I done already been through this already before I started showing you guys. So I already know what to look for. Again, you can see he videos, he records a lot everywhere he go in his hood. Everywhere he goes. I mean, the dude be at work and he be recording shit. You know what I'm saying? He records a lot. Children's events, he records a lot. You feel me? I might be moving too fast, so I'm gonna have to click on some of these videos to catch up to the dates. I'm gonna click on either one of these. That's a 16. All right. That's 2016. Scroll up some more. And I don't want to edit nothing out. Let's pause for a second. Let's go over here. At least give y'all something to look at while I'm looking through this.
This is something that needs to be celebrated in Chicago right here. You got a graduation, look. All these proud parents that their children graduated from grammar school. Look at all these proud parents out here. They very proud. But let this be a crime scene. Everybody and their mama gonna be sharing it, putting up
Now you ain't lied about that. All right, that's June, July. Getting close. Near August and September. Here at International Airport, right? All right, not saying he did anything. Again, please don't run up on his airport. So, going once, going twice. Chicago, O'Hare International Airport. I don't know. My guess is just as good as yours. I'm looking at the map. I don't see it, and we've been through this case for so long. You feel me? The only things we used to get confused with is the hotels because they have several Crown Plazas. So this is the O'Hare International Airport. Do you see what's next to it? It's Rosemont. Rosemont is practically right down the street from O'Hare International Airport, right? All right. Not saying he did anything. Again, please don't run up on this man. You don't know if he did anything or not. I'm just saying it's something suspicious happened, and I just want to pinpoint this. So here we go. We got the airport. O'Hare International Airport. Rosemont is right here. Let's find the hotel.
So he basically showing y'all that he know where he close as hell to Rosemont. So he ain't like that. He right down the street basically from Rosemont on his other page. But when it come to that Miami page, everybody thinking he in, goddamn it, in Miami. But look who he with in Chicago on his other page. And this finna show everybody what time it is.
Am I overlooking it? Crown Plaza? No. Like International Airport, and you leave to go to Miami, which is only take 4 hours to get there, right? So this is September 8th, 2017. You went from the airport to Miami, September 8th, 2017. Let's get to the video. Let's click on this one first before I click on the next one. So you'll see, have a reference, right? We need a reference video. This is September the 9th. This says 4422 West Medicine, Betty Johnson, all white party, free to get in. How are you here if you're supposed to be?
And this where they probably, when you think about the reports, everybody said they were leaving a party from the west side and was heading to Crown Plaza. Remember that? Remember that, gang? Everybody's statement saying, how you know about the party? We left the party from the west side. Remember that? So that means he from the same party they were leaving from. And that's probably how Kenneka got events to go to the hotel. Cause maybe they stopped at somewhere up in here on the west side. You know what I'm talking about? But just look at the dates. Cause when you watch Real Behold TV, it gonna give you all the location, and this just one of them. But he finna give it to you in the timeline. Cause look what's finna happen.
Hold on. That ain't even it. That ain't even it. Hold on. That ain't even it. Let's click on this one. I wasn't supposed to do that. Come on. All right, let's click on this one. All right, September 8th, 20.
And now you got him pulling up pimps. Now he with pimps and players. On the 8th, 2017, church. Look, on the move. Church on the bus. So, is it a coincidence that he filmed the Loso video and somebody pinpointed and was like, pay attention to what's going on the video and who recording it? And she being gang stalked. And he linked up with trans, pimps, and hotel parties and players balls. And make it so bad that he know everybody in Kenneka family and her friends. So that don't ring a bell why River TV from Chicago said this necessary to put this out here. I ain't gonna say that this man did nothing anything, but I'm finna put this out here because now you got to decipher, see what's going on. You see that gang? And this nigga close to King Rob now. This King Rob them and Zach was exposing him at the same time.
2017, he's still in Chicago, right? He's nowhere by the airport just yet, right? So now we have him pinpointing, recording himself. He's recording. This is at 2:54 a.m. on the 8th, right? 2:54 a.m. on the 8th. It's 2:54 in the morning on the 8th. He's nowhere near Rosemont. He's nowhere near the airport, right? This doesn't mean anything just yet. Because, I mean, he could have went to the airport 10 o'clock.
And that's what Rebel TV showing us. If she was involved in human trafficking, you see pimps and players. Put it like that. Can't be no human trafficking if it ain't with pimps and players. I just showed you about the Royal Order just look what they getting charged with pimp charging. You see what I'm saying? So look, watch this.
That morning, 10 o'clock that night. Well, technically a little earlier than 10 o'clock at night, but you get what I'm saying. 2 o'clock in the morning, it's fine. You somewhere else in Chicago, that's fine. You get that, all right. Just remember, that's technically 3 o'clock in the morning. He's still in Chicago at the bar or club, whatever that is. September the 8th. Let's click out of this. Let's go to the very next video. What does that say?
So he went from that to a hotel in Miami. So that means the dude that was doing the recording is you know, man, ain't this some gay ass shit what's going on? And he got this when he at the Crown Plaza, cause remember you can't do too much recording when you at the hotel on the 8th. Think about the Keycard report, who was in and out the room before Irene them showed up. That's most important because somebody activated the keypad lock. And we know it wasn't Irene because she didn't make it there yet. This was 8 o'clock in the morning. So it would match up when somebody checked in at 8 o'clock in the morning, went in the room on the 8th. Cause later on that night, that's when Irene come in. When you see them on the footage, but if you pay attention to the key card, somebody was checking in and out the room on the keypad. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. The part of the investigation. Think about this. It's documented on the paperwork. Somebody was using the key card. Nobody just didn't put it really on blast because they didn't think it ain't got nothing to do with the Kenneka Jenkins case because she didn't make it there yet. Everybody still thinking about start from the time when she get there. No, go back to the 7. You had a female and a gay dude that rented on a bogus credit card. Look who they connected to the same person that recorded the Loso video. Boom. Somebody brought to our attention that this when she been gang stalked, meaning that the person that recorded the video could be the suspect, or is the suspect, or is linked to the suspects. You see what I'm saying? All his content is walking around the whole scroll, talking to prostitution and gay people. That's like his blog. That's just like he trying to do like what Zach do, but he interviewing gay people in the whole scroll. And he be interviewing, well, he don't even interviewing pimps, but he'll be around them. So ain't that suspicious that he creating the alibi around about the same time that somebody, you know what I'm saying, checking in and out the room at Crown Plaza Hotel, and that's the reason why the hotel want to start the 36-hour surveillance footage starting around 8 o'clock. Because that's when the surveillance footage start. When you download the footage, it's going to start at 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And then they going to start from 12 all the way to the next shift. You see what I'm saying? And nobody don't want to think about what shit. They got video of the 7 when they first booking the room. Why they ain't got no footage of that? That explain why. Because look who will be walking in at that time.
I need all my smart people on this. What does it look like he's at? Look like he's in Miami to me. That's what the tag says. But the tag also has somebody else in it. Shah Jahan. Or Shah Jane, however people pronounce they names these days. Pretty sure, I don't know. But he has a different person tagged in the name this time. Right? Who's Shah Jahan? Says he's with Shah Jahan. Entree Boyd was live with Entree D. Boyd. And then again, dash with Entree D. Boyd and Shah Jahan in downtown Miami. Now, you're supposed to be in Miami on the 8th. This is why you got this video. Because you're supposed to be in Miami on the 8th, right? Okay. All right. September the 8th. Boom, downtown Miami. Right? Watch this. And this is the very next video from the video he was in Chicago on the 8th. This is the very next video when he's in Miami. Are you following along so far? Watch this. We're going to go to his relevant real-time comments. Do y'all see what these people are saying in the comments? It's not him. It ain't him. I don't think he's there. These are people in his comment section. This is before anything even happened to Kenneka. So it's not like they just talking suspicious about his whereabouts because of what happened to Kenneka, because nothing happened to Kenneka yet. September the 8th, Kenneka ain't even in Rosemont yet. She's not even in Rosemont yet. Nothing happened to her yet. She's not missing. She's alive. She's riding around with her friends right now. She's nowhere near. Matter of fact, let's see what time this is. September the 8th. 4:23 p.m. She's nowhere near Rosemont. Not that we know of. She's nowhere near Rosemont. Nothing happened to her yet. But the people in the comment section is, that ain't him. He ain't there. Look, I'm gonna scroll up. Untrusty boy, I am about to talk. Add me in. Add you in. This is your live. What do you mean add you in? This is your live. Hold up. Hold up. I'm just speaking the obvious for right now. It's going to hit you in a minute. He's not really there. Look, he's still trying to text spread eagle.
And check this out, y'all. I found out what spread eagle mean. It's a Mason term. This spread eagle shit, I thought it was like, but it's a Mason term. And I was shocked when I heard a Mason use that term, spread eagle. Go look it up for yourself, gang. You'll figure it out. Cause look, you can Google it. What you say, Trey? If you reading this chat, pull up the video by Tiffany Draper. Well, she got a Trey game versus Mike Larry. Oh, you saying that could have been? Oh, you saying that could have been him in that video when everybody was when they were trying to say that was Zach with Kenneka at the restaurant, and you mean to tell me that could have been him? That video, I thought it was Mike Larry. Then I was like, nah, that ain't even Mike Larry. You know what I'm talking about? So you saying that could be Entree boy, whatever his name is. Cause he do got the beard. Matter of fact,
That's
hold on.
another thing he says. Spread eagle, check on your people, butt pack, stuff like that. Why you're not talking? Where are you? His viewers know this is not him. Here he go, check on your people. He's commenting way more often than he usually do in his normal lives. He's still in Miami, right? Where are you? His own viewers, it's not him. I don't think he's there. Let's continue the video. I hope you're not there. Ain't nobody. So, okay, we know you're alive. Why you playing games, bruh? Who's adding you in your life? You are in your, bruh, this has to take two phones. One phone logged in one account, another phone logged in another account.
Oh man, fuck this shit, man. I ain't finna be scrolling through this shit, bro. Oh, I'm talking about, cause this have this shit on. But I know that video that you talking about though. I ain't finna go through that shit. Oh, I'm talking about. Trey game versus.
All the funniest stuff. Some people
This ain't shit no more.
I
I thought when I thought they were my Larry shit. But they weren't my Larry though. So you saying that butt pack cause I need the video showing the video when they move. Cause I believe this dude right here got dreads. This dude here got dreads. This dude got dreadlock. I just need the video to play. But what you talking about, man? I don't know. I've been getting a whole lot of my videos scrubbed. Damn, so live. I got a lot of my videos scraped, gang. They took a lot of them just down because it be the facts. I mean, why else take it down if I ain't hitting it on the nail? You see what I'm saying? But like I said about this shit, the Royal Order Justice, man, these folk linked to the Masonry. You see what I'm saying? They was doing business with the Royal Order Justice. Kenneka ended up dying. The Royal Order Justice cannot let this go public, you know what I'm saying, and get exposed about they prostitution scandals again, along with money laundering again, and they get locked up, and they people finna get locked up. The people they socialize with, body brokers, you know what I'm talking about, corrupt doctors, you know what I'm saying, corrupt police officials, governors, mayors, judges, aldermen. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's what make the case so mystery. You see what I'm saying? Cause look at all the people that you gonna have to protect and cover up, though. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way. Now, people trying to connect, yeah, Bill Mary, it was about Selena Gomez. I don't know. That shit could be true too. But if you really looking at it, this shit pointing out to more human trafficking than anything. And it's gonna be worse than organ Cause it was some more shit that I pulled up about the Royal Order Jesters. When they go to Shakespeare, when I was looking into all the Shakespeare stories, the brilliantness of Shakespeare, the language and the riddles, puns can superfly some. Look, Shakespeare deal with plays, operas, reenact murders, love scenes. You know what I'm talking about? They keep traditions alive. Like this a normal place that they will hang at. Look, this in Indianapolis. This where they'll be hanging there, do they little thing, do they little worships, whoever they chose they God. They got judges and police got caught on their vacations. Right here, gang, these the people that was convicted of this. They taking pictures in Brazil with underage sex workers. In Brazil, they tax men, Freemasonry, they Shriners. And once you look up Shriners, the Shriners own all the children hospitals. And that's why King Rob always talking about the kids when it come to murders and shit. So boom, people were taking pictures of them and look and just check about it. Look how many people that you see walking on footage. Like, I want to know these people immigrants and you know what I'm talking about. There's breaking news about the New York police chief. You can't have that in Rosemont like they broadcast this year. You can't show this about Rosemont and break the case because at this point, Kenneka died. Nobody didn't die in these cases right here. Because keep this in mind, if one of them died, believe me, they ass would have been locked up. So this what they do on their business trips. This the judge, Ronald Tillis. This the judge, gang. He look. Let's go to Judge Tillis. Right here. You got Judge Tillis, John Trowbridge, all these people you see on this camera right here is all these the same people they talking about. They the jesters. These the members. They the Buffalo police chief, the judges, the ultimate caught human trafficking. See that? Ronald Tillis. Right here. Ronald Tillis, that's him. Ronald Tillis told investigators that there was about 30 women in the national events that described the networks of members who had the ability to supply such women. Is then he identified, oh man. Now he took people taking them to Canada. And guess where the medical that dude that was in the goddamn kitchen from? He from Toronto, Canada. The funeral home director, he from Toronto, Canada. Look, this still not allowed. The picture has been posted are from another investigator in Brazil. The Royal Order Jesters, they into sex, drug use with girls at the age of 13. The Jesters are operating in local fishing tournaments called the Wet A Line, and testified in human trafficking and in the defamation lawsuit in Texas. So boom. Think about, they always on the water. They had the pool closed down. Remember, they had the pool closed down. Then they Masons that y'all just don't know was how sick and Santana this shit is. So they are masters and jesters. So he the master. So he the big dog in the Mason. When it came to him, and then look, you see number of old men like this walking on the footage at 8 o'clock and shit, right? Here go the governor, caught human trafficking and pled guilty to pimping charges. This him. Hold on, this him? Nah, heard this the other one. I'm gonna get back to him. What's it? His name is where he at? Right here. Hold on, but I got what you call pulled up. Micah Stanbrick, 61. You know, to me he on probation for 2 years and a $5,000 fine. Uh Community service. He was sentenced in a connection in federal probe in human trafficking. Wood by the Royal Order Jesters, and had learned that one of the occasions, the Jesters Party arranged for prostitution across state line, attending weekends, conventions, sponsored by 32,000 members. God damn. Man, y'all see this shit? They hosting these kind of events. So think about what Friends K said in the letter. Like, we had our normal events and these other events were going on that particular night. And that's why they had rumors out talking about a murder mystery party. Had everybody thinking, yeah, because she died, let's change it to a murder mystery. And so everybody started thinking this case as a movie standpoint, like, yeah, it was a murder mystery that night. And I'm like, nah, they just to cover up this human trafficking shit. Cause look who all involved. Judges, prosecutors, medical examiner office, doctors, lawyers, and you know what I'm talking about. This why this case is getting swept up under the rug. Cause look at the official. Monique and them don't have this kind of power to make it to go away like this, bro. You see what I'm saying? And we already know that these higher people's covering it up. And this the reason fucking why. You know what I'm talking about? Ronald Tilley, 64. You see what I'm saying? Him, I looked all his shit up. He been convicted pimping charges. You see what I'm saying? That's a mean fucking charge. Then they got this shit all on their logos, alcohol, beverages, and cameras, and nude pictures of the Billiken. The Billiken naked at all times. You see what I'm saying? He always naked. And then I went to her, right? Let me show y'all this. Hold on, guys. The Shriners, right? I went to all of this. All this shit go back to, you know what I'm saying? You know Kenneka was drugged with a drink. Now look, keep this in mind that all the symbolism that you see in this shit. This a woman face on the outside, you know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna get back to that. So I reading all this shit. We know the Shriner, they connected with church and hospital. It's a front. You see what I'm saying? All of this, if you look at the symbolism, this ain't nothing but a pedophile symbol. You see what I'm saying? This all this is, and they just made it look professional, dressed up like businessmen and like they here for the youth and all this old shit. But it's really not like that. So boom, you got the black Shriners, right? So once you read all this and go back to the symbolism, and you'll see like damn, they got caught doing it again. This is part of the Royal Order Jesters. They work for Rosemont, Crown Plaza, and the surrounding hotels. And check this out. Ain't it strange that when this shit happened, they just separated these people to different hotels? Now they working at different hotels now. So when I was looking up all this shit, especially the masonic body, when you go down where I'm at, hold on. When you go to women or Freemasonry, right? Once you go to women Freemasonry, first I'm gonna show y'all some of this, right? Show y'all some of these women's in here. You got transgender women in Freemasonry. Whoa! Now, did anybody know that? You got transgender women in Freemasonry, and you want to know why Prince K said, hey, the 11th floor is where the transgenders was. Mr. Reese was putting everybody on game about the 11th floor. Look, transgender men are allowed to apply and become a Freemason. Y'all see this shit? Man, I can't even believe transgender women and transgender men could be maced. So I really want to know what's really going on. That's probably why. I want to know if you look at that footage. I want to know some of those women that were walking in there. Oh, is they actually women? On the That's what I'm finna go back and look at that footage. See, do I see some boys walking through that joint? But now, I ain't gonna lie. I know there's a lot of first time y'all probably heard about this shit. Cause look, you got to think about the transgender lady with the pink sweater. Yeah, all of that. Right? And keep this in mind. Marco love to talk about some Jalen Ford. And King Rob sure like to talk about Elliot. Them two boys. So don't that make sense that both of them was trying to expose Freemasonry too on the transgender shit? And then when I be trying to tell everybody they thunderbooted, and I know it be jokes, but them jokes is real because they really is thunderbooters. You see what I'm saying? So boom. So that would make sense to have transsexuals at the party. That would make sense that you would have transgenders on the 11th floor, all the men's on the 6th floor, and then you would have everybody else on the 9th floor drinking and smoking and weed. Know what I'm talking about? So that's why they kept mentioning old gay dude. Cause keep this in mind. I ain't got no gay story to tell on nigga. I ain't got nobody like, yeah, I know a little Ray, he a transsexual. And he do this and he do that. I can't give you that. You know what I'm talking about? But they can give you a story about a dude they know. And when it comes to Kenneka Jenkins, they calling them suspects too. So keep that in consideration. Right? The Order of Women Freemasonry. Right? Man, let's go to this shit, gang, and read this shit. Yeah, they have rituals at the hotel, they mosques. Cause keep this in mind, where they lodge at, none but the brotherhood in that joint. But if they want to throw parties and a lavish party, that's where the hotel comes through. Cause everybody not, welcome to the lodge if you got a bunch of secrets in the lodge. You see what I'm talking about? So that explains why they'll do this shit at hotel instead of doing this shit in their own lodge. But keep this in mind, you don't want none of this shit around the lodge. That's why no women is not allowed at the lodge. You know what I'm talking about? So boom, when you read all this shit, you can kind of basically understand the whole party and the concept that night. Once you start watching the documentary of the Royal Order Jesters, them folk known for throwing lavish parties. Chicago, New York, Hawaii, Canada, Texas, and Las Vegas and Florida. Them they hot spots. Just say like, look how many police arrested other police. Well, look how many police in Miami, Florida, Orlando, Florida, arrested this year when it comes to Disney's work. You see what I'm saying? Polk County, look how many people he arrested this year of Disney's workers in human trafficking stings. Man, this shit ain't nothing new. Guess who else was a Mason? Watch this game. Look, John the Baptist. We're gonna give you a list of Freemasons, right? House of the Temple. Matter of fact, let's go to the person that built King Solomon Temple, right? Go to King Solomon Temple, and we're gonna go to the person who built it. And his name is in the Bible called Howard King. Hold on, where he at? I think I got to find that John. This person of Babylon. Damn. I got to go the other route with it. So this man, so they got sex contests, off duty cops in uniform, prostitutes walking around in panties. All this was dealing with the judge. So he had all of this going on in New York, pleaded guilty to all of this. Man, this shit crazy as hell. Cause y'all be surprised some more shit that I found out too. On the mall. Mm. Hold on, go to Book of King. They got Hiram Real in the Book of King. Cause he built that joint. I'll get back to that later on, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, that's what it is about the Kenneka Jenkins case. It ain't no big ass mystery about it, man. These royal order just need to go to jail for this and bust the whole gang and let's get this shit over with. That's what happened. They wanted girls. They made sure they had girls at the party. And next thing you know, a girl ended up dying, and it came to be the biggest case in history. And they had to pay top dollar to cover it up. Cause this what you don't need in Freemasonry. Kenneka Jenkins on their hands. You see what I'm saying? And so you know they had to throw a big meeting, you know what I'm saying, to get all the people together, the Mason brothers, everybody that got pools and screens to help them get them out this situation, keep it out the media. Cause keep this in mind. Keep this shit out the media, cause this will be the last straw for the Mason. If just say the feds already know what they up to. They already see this, and they told him, next time you get charged with this, your career is over. And all of a sudden, it happened again. Then it happens again. And all of a sudden, it's dealing with the Kenneka Jenkins case. They just show you how wild they party really gets. How wild can a party can go to somebody losing their fucking life behind this shit. So that's what the whole cover up about. That's why you had the police chief lie. That's why the news media, you know what I'm saying, and gave out a false narrative. That's why Monique and them sticking to the script when Rosemont told them. And King Rob and them dry seats and made it more easier for us to figure out what was really going on. You see what I'm saying? And the whole time, it wasn't nothing about no beef and family beef like they had us all thinking. Cause if you go for that, you getting that just if you go for that, they're just taking the raw order Jesters out the spotlight. Cause they got you focusing on gang activity, what these people go through every day, what these people known for doing. So if they known for doing shootings and robberies and all that, so yeah, we gonna look at them that kind of way. And since the Royal Order Justice known for human trafficking, this what happened to Kenneka, that's what they known for. Human trafficking, prostitution scandals, and they got caught using young girls for sex and exploiting them. And that's why they had to, you know what I'm talking about, get their ass all together, make a statement, tell them to stick to the story so they can tell the public to get the pressure off they backs, but put the pressure on them. Cause keep this in mind, Monique and them ain't got nothing to worry about. And Irene them, if you accuse them like, yeah, y'all set this shit up and all this old shit, cause we upping the pressure on the wrong people. By us pointing the fingers at them is not gonna get us justice. It's these people to expose this again. Cause this what make it finna go famous. This what really got Kenneka famous because of their activity. Maybe this a way of God showing us to be like, look, you got Secret Service that throw parties, and this what happens in they parties. This ritual's been going on for centuries, even before us. We ain't hip to this kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? We don't even know what we'll be surrounded. You don't know what your city and your town be going on. If you got a Crown Plaza in your city and you never went to it, you'll never know what the walls would speak. You see what I'm saying? Now, I ain't no Rosemont with this corruption until I start looking into it. And see, they the most corrupt in any other state. Shit, the last time I checked, goddamn, this where they was pimping there. This where they would do start their prostitution there. This where they deliver the drugs at. This where you get all your drug dealers. Your kingpins from Chicago dealing with the mob because the mob gave them the bag. Get the bag and get your money. And they give you the dope for cheap. You see what I'm saying? And you spend it for the value that it's worth and you make your money. So it's all a game when it comes to monopoly. They already doing hermit traveling. It's just like the Monopoly board. You got your government set up, you got your taxes all set up. Everything is dealing with money. If you pay Monopoly, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's how these folks playing this shit. Cause I'm thinking about running those cameras all together. Cause that's the only way. Cause, cause once you put all those cameras together and see Monique and them, when you think about how the time would be out, everybody in the kitchen at threesome. You see what I'm saying? If you looking at it towards how Rosemont wants you to look at it, you'll be thinking people leaving the party. But if you look at it from, you know what I'm saying, a killer point of view, you'll be looking at this shit like, oh yeah, I see what they did. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, gang, I'm finna get on up about this young gang. I just want to see it go live and expose some of this Freemasonry. Cause y'all look into it and look at the people that's connected to the Kenneka Jenkins case that's members of the Royal Order Jesters. And then you'll understand the whole goddamn footage. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, gang, I'm gonna be back. Trey gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. And I'm gonna go live later on today. And we just gonna have open discussion about the Kenneka Jenkins case and trying to, you know what I'm talking about? And really expose these people. Cause we already know what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? That's who Miss Teresa really fighting up against. You know what I'm talking about? Because you got to think about it. The feds will not touch this case. They won't even touch it. You know what I'm talking about? From the beginning. I mean, them folks ain't give nobody no answer. Like, yeah, is the feds going to get involved? Donna Steven answered all those questions. Like, he spoke for the feds and his shit. Yeah, it's the feds. Now, we told them we don't need their help. And I'm like, who is him to tell what the feds, what they can do and what they can't do? You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, damn, that's a lot of power for a murder. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, gang, I'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. And we gonna up the pressure on them.